Well, I am back. This is John. It's now April 20th, 2026. So I got one more repair to do on this dumb fascia stuff. I got 3 already done. I found this last one, which is up here. Luckily, it's at ground level. You know, won't be hurting myself like. I think I pulled a ACL behind my knee on the back side of your leg. You have an ACL muscle or tendon, whatever it is. And I think I overstretched it when I was my last video was on the roof, and going from the roof, the cement tile roof, down to the atrium roof, I was doing a lot of stretching, and I think I just overstretched it. I was feeling fine, half hour later I was walking around here, and I walked through into the kitchen, and all of a sudden went boom. And it's been hurting ever since. It feels like it's getting better, but I just got to be real careful. I usually heal pretty quick, but I am 73 years old, so you never know. So this is the next section right here. Doesn't that look like fun? What a nightmare. My first step is to remove this gutter, and then remove all these cameras and stuff. Pressure wash the heck out of it. Because while I have this all apart and stuff, I'm gonna repaint this section because I want to paint the house and stuff. I mean, some of it's not too bad. Usually you just, when pressure washing, it just cleans it. It looks better already, you know. But this one, I've got a shiplap board that has to be replaced. I think that will probably be replaced. I don't know. I have to poke it with a screwdriver. I think that the fascia, it might be okay. Please be okay. It feels solid. You can see right here, there's shiplap board right here, just right, ready to come down. So that piece is going to have to be replaced, probably all the way to right here. Why is that rotting like that? It's because of the rain. When it rains, I guess the water is coming down here. So it's probably this thing right here. I think the builders put this on. So the water hits here, and it just started just rotting water down here and rotting this one kind of looks intact. Let's raise this thing up here some. Oh, that's a little soft there. I might be able to clean it up and just put some of that plastic wood filler on it, or replace the whole thing. Depends how bad it is. But so the first step is we're going to remove this. We're going to pressure wash it, and then we're going to remove the tiles and expose everything up there best we can. Yeah, I guess that's a plan of action. At least the weather's nice. Don't have the heat wave going like we did in March, which was crazy. still have to get up on the roof and cut those rotting beams, decorative beams. I don't know why they put that on there. I guess it was a thing in the 80s. This house was built in 87. And all the houses here have those beams coming out of their thing, you know. I guess when it was brand new, it was pretty cool. But I don't see rot. Now there is the other side of the house that I haven't even gone and looked at yet, because I'm on a 0 lot line. That means that all of these houses in this development have a 0 lot line. Bought the house. I didn't even know what that meant. You know, it's just we were back in 2002 when we bought this house. It was one of those years where the real estate market was going crazy. Prices were going up real quick. Everything that was listed got sold within a week. We came up here and stayed in a motel and had a real estate agent driving us around. Showed us a bunch of like really newer homes, you know, that were like maybe 2 years old back in 2002. And they had little tiny yards, you know, and we were about done. And then he called us up and said, "Hey, I found one more. It's a really old house. It was built in 87." I said, I said to us, that's pretty new, you know, because, you know, we came from Costa Mesa. And this is Southwest Riverside up here. San Diego's maybe less than 10 miles is a county line. Then it's San Diego. But he goes, yeah, we can go look at this house. And we came here, and I said, wow, it's in a cul-de-sac, right? You know, and it's got a swimming pool. Cool. The first thing I did was look at the garage, because I like to fix things, and the garage was had all cabinets, ceiling fans, in-wall air conditioner, heater, all drywalled, you know, drop-down ladder for the attic. And I said, yeah, I want this house. My wife, she was just looking inside the house. I go, I don't care what the other side part of the house, I like the garage. And so we bought it, you know. To us, I mean, we're looking at houses in kind of inland in Huntington Beach, Westminster, you know, and those houses were built like in the 50s, and just some nasty looking stuff in Costa Mesa, you know. To us, what modern was, I go, wow, look at the electrical outlets, they're grounded. Wow, that's modern. You know, the houses we were looking at there in Orange County that we could afford, they didn't have that. They were just, you know, not a grounded outlet. So anyways, so we bought it. It was $220,000 back in 2002. Now its values are about, I don't know, getting up to maybe 700,000. Everything in California is super expensive. But it's kind of a funky house, but it's got the 0 lot lines, right? So what it is like, say this house right here, it's a 0 lot line. That's their house. Okay. Our lot goes right up against to it, and that's our property right there, even though that's their house. But there is a 5-foot easement that you have to leave accessible if that neighbor wants to access their side of the house, and same with us. So I've got a big long stucco wall, you know, and that's where I have to get to eventually to pressure wash it and then paint it. There's 2 dogs back there that they're okay dogs. They just, you know, they don't seem to like me very much. One of them always barks at me. And I should carry some treats in my pocket, but I'm gonna have to arrange with the the person over there to say, hey, I'm gonna take this day and got to go over there with the pressure washer, figure out I need a water source. They might have one there, or I might have to take this garden hose. I was thinking last night I can just take it and put it over the roof, attach another hose to it to feed the pressure washer. Same with electricity, or no, it doesn't need electricity. It's a gas powered one. I do have an electric one also. I do need to pressure wash up that top story. I'd like to paint that first before July and August comes along, because then you can't be up there, be 100 degrees all summer long. Brutal. But if I could get that one done first, then even during those brutal months, I can get out here early and just start painting little sections at a time. I'm going to buy a Graco Magnum X7. It's an airless paint sprayer with it's got a cart. There's also a Pro version. That's the one I'm going to buy, because you can remove the pump out of it to replace parts. If you get the regular X7, you can't do that. Limited parts availability for that model, but about $468, but I can paint the house. I can use it to paint the fence. I can use it to paint the shed. If I ever paint the inside of the house, the inside of the house isn't real bad. They had painted it before we bought it, but yeah, that's going to be fun. Anyways, okay, so I'm just gonna take this. I installed this. Cut it around here with a razor blade, break the seal, and just pull this whole mess off. And I put this up because the way the roof goes during heavy rainstorms, you got two valleys channeling water, so you step out here and it's like you're on a waterfall. So I did put some of these little metal things to kind of okay, so there's the gutter. I put that up 25 years ago. Kind of a pain getting it down, but it's down. I can reuse it. I think it was brown. I had to paint it. So yeah, so I guess yeah, this was the color the house used to be when I moved here. That really nice brown. I don't like brown on houses. But yeah, this used to be a model home. So none of the other houses the same model, like that one there is the same model as mine, and one over there. None of them have this door. So I think that they had put that in because this was the sales model, and according to the neighbors, all the secretaries, they had desks in here and stuff. It was a sales office, and so they did all their paperwork and stuff. So they put this access door here, I guess, so that I don't know why, but they did all of this. So it's kind of weird, and none of them have this configuration right here in the roof, though. I think they just planned it that way, and they didn't think about it. Wow. Like, why didn't they just build the roof straight to there or something? Okay. I was gonna use the garden hose, but I think first I'm gonna try to get rid of all the old wood and then hose all this down and pressure wash. Oh, let's get stabbed wearing my really old shoes because they get real dirty. The grubbies. long sleeve shirt so I don't cut myself on this crap. Okay, so what can I remove? I got all these nails. It's nice. Be nice if I could get this out, but not gonna happen. Okay, let's see if we can see this. So I got it cut here. I'll trim this a little better if I have to. So just need a piece of shiplap from here to here, and this shiplap from here to here. I'll fill this in. And paint it in. There's a little bit of softness here, but you know, it's not gonna get wet. And this, I'll put a whole new thing that goes here like that. And then this one will go right here into the gutter, and all the water will go down there, hopefully, right? Okay, so I got up here with the garden hose, hosed everything down, because I really don't want a pressure washer. And I got myself totally soaked. I had all this stuff running down. Okay, got it fairly clean. Just a little tiny pressure washer. Should do it with the big noisy one, but I just want to get some of it off so that, you know, it's kind of clean. I just cleaned from here up to the garage. A bunch of this other stuff. Cleaned all this stuff out. I'm soaked. There's the police helicopter over there. Looking for somebody. It's not me, I didn't do it. All right. Another day. So now I'm just putting in the shiplap boards. Got some more puttying to do, but you know, it is what it is. Not real pretty, but I do not feel like replacing that fascia right there. Put some putty on here, got to sand it down a little bit more. But I'm telling you. Okay, where are we at here? I have a nail here. That I need to get out. This one right here. God, it's tight too. Okay, I'm getting there. Not perfect, but better. Got the trim in, underlayment is in. Got the metal stuff in here, I forget what you call it. So I think now it's just a matter of putting these tiles back in, and then I'll paint it maybe tomorrow. I get burned out easily. And these should dump right into the gutter. So try to remember where everything goes. Oof, man, it is hot up here. It's really hot. In another day. That's so weird. That old boulder thing. So I got all the tiles on there. Man, it took me a good hour and a half of standing there scratching my head which way to, you know, these were pretty easy. But those, they're just, God, they had so many angled cuts. It's not perfect, but I did get them all on there. I put on a drip edge right here for the center roof. I think that's the one that was really causing damage. Shiplap's looking good. God. Something so simple. That shiplap is doing its thing, so now all I gotta do is paint. I'm gonna paint all this all around here, up here, under here, several coats. Then I'll go over and fill in all the cracks with white painter's caulk, make it look prettier. Yeah, I know that roofing forum, when I showed them this picture, they were like, what the heck? They had never seen anything like this. Like the builder was crazy, you know. One guy came up with a good idea. I was thinking of it too. Just put a what is it, a 2x10, cut a piece off and put it straight across like this, and then have like a I don't know, a piece of plywood or something in there, and then put some big sheeting all the way around like that, like a U, and have it channel out to a gutter. Would go like this, and then down. That would kind of hide that, but it's still weird. God, it's frustrating. So today when I put the first coat on there, I'll set this up on some sawhorses, and I'm just gonna paint it with just the latex, you know, because I think that's what I used last time. I don't think I spray painted this, but you never know. I could have. But that's okay. It's, you know, it is what it is. So yeah. So next thing is just painting. Yeah. Let's take a look. So I've got it painted. couple coats. They used really rough wood. I painted my bench, and all I got left to do tomorrow, 3 o'clock now, is put this stuff back up. And instead of having it go down here and kick it out right there, which worked pretty good, I'm gonna buy this kind of stone thing on Amazon. It's like 21 inches and it'll fit perfect. That way it won't have this kick out. It'll just drop right there and go down. I think that'll be good because I tripped over that and I don't want other people tripping over it. But you know, for such a simple job. Yeah, they used these 2x10s. There's a smooth side and then there's a rough side. I think this is the smooth side and that's the rough side. So yeah, I wish they would put the smooth side out because then it wouldn't get all lumpy like this. Yeah, they put the smooth side in, dummies. It's okay, I did that too. You just forget it. Okay, well, I'm done. I got a couple little holes to patch that gutter, trying to get it so that it all drains down. I used a level to kind of get it at the right angle. It's kind of hard, it's hokey, but it, you know, I got this thing here, which should be cool. Less of a trip hazard. Before it was coming from up here all the way down like this, so it was like a big open, like a bar that you'd trip over it. So I just got this, got it at Lowe's for $6. I have one in a box here that Amazon just delivered. I bought one on Amazon. It was $18. I'm just gonna return it, you know. It's both plastic. They used to make these out of cement, you know. They just last forever, but now, you know, our cars are made out of plastic. Everything's made out of plastic. Yeah, I'm just gonna put some putty in those holes. I had to lower this end, but yeah. So we're pretty much done. You know, hopefully it's gonna rain tonight, so I can test it out. And I just put clear RTV silicone on all the seams. I can't get up there because I can't get my body through there, you know. So I still gotta hammer this one in here. Yeah, maybe I just won't even put it there because it's pretty strong. Yeah, so that was an extremely fun project. I don't think I want to do it again. It's just all the stupid little details, you know, and those horrible tiles. That what wears me out the most is the tiles, because they weigh like 10 pounds a piece, and you're lifting them and moving them around and trying to figure out which way they go. That was horrible. So anyways, this is John, and I'm gonna take a break for a while, you know. I mean, you can hire somebody to do all this stuff, you know. They probably do a better job than I do, but they're gonna, you know, like I said, it was like 12 grand for, you know, fixing that corner, the one up there, other side, the one up on the roof, and this one right here, like 12 grand, really? But it's California, and everybody's charging $1 million to do anything anymore. Anyways, this is John. I'll see you later.